And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
We'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And starting this one, Justin Steele. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Turns and fires the bats. That one ripped. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for 3.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential rally.
Here's Max Muncy. First offering, and it just misses. Steele with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts, and right now it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. And that's down and away.
Whoa.
There's a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Struck him out looking. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Popped up. Swanson moving under it. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill, Roki Sasaki.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
We go to the bottom of the first. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Going 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a foul ball. swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
John Birdie at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter,
no strike.
Any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Righty delivers.
Ball. Hot.
2 out, space is empty.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Yes.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
2-2.
Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side in the first. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
1-1.
Check swing, and he went. Yeah, the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you get hurt.
Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Hernandez measures 6 feet 2 inches, 32 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Freeman aboard here at first with nobody out. That one fouled off. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. He's got it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now the center fielder, James Outman. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Next offering upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And a 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. He swings and fouls one off.
Ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score.
Well done, drives in the run. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the second baseman. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. The run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second and final game of the series. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one missing low. The 2-1. There's a strike. Runner at second, 2 down.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game, but 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs nothing. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Sasaki back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And fires in a fastball at 95.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
That's too low. 1-2 to count.
1-2.
Slider misses outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Way
3
high.
balls, 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Ian Happ up to hit. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. There's a strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Boog, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
That's a little bit low.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Next pitch inside, ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. You got to put a ball in play.
2 down, bases empty. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. And takes low for ball 1.
Ball.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That misses the zone. 3-2 down.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to first. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly. And they're down 2-0. Back back here at Wrigley Field. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Mookie Betts. And first offering is fouled off.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Swing and a chopper out to short. In time to Bush, and Betts is gone.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Muncy digs in. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. And that's a little bit high. Ball one. Muncy with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Just missed. Fastball for a strike. Two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Foul ball there. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Upstairs. Swanson working through some struggles lately. That one not close. And that's ball 2.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Just missed.
3-2.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Swanson tries to hold up, appeal to first. No, he held back. That's ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Miguel Amaya stands in now and watches strike one.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Checks over to first. Back safely. Runner takes off. Strike in there.
No ball.
And safe. It's a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Man at second. Ball one there. That's off the inside corner. 2-2.
Ball. Two strike.
Next offering misses down and away.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Payoff pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit.
Ball one.
Squirts away a little bit.
1-0.
Swanson, the runner at second with one away. And that's off
that's a ball.
the inside edge. And now 2-0. Move to second, and he's back in easily. Next offering is in for a strike.
2-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
2-2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
So the lineup flips over. Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner at first with 2 away. And next for the Cubs, John Birdie. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Sasaki checks the runner. Horner back in on a dive. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Late swing fouled off. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs 1. Here at Wrigley Field, here is Freddie Freeman. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. That one a little bit high, and that is ball 1. And another ball.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Fly to center his first time. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Just misses with that one.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
First and second, no outs. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a strike. First and second here, no outs. Inside. And now it's even 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Will Smith to the plate. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Just off the inside edge.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, 1 out. Tap foul at the plate. And now 2-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swung on, belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. It's 4-1. Not in time. He's safe. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
One down, runner at third. Here's the second baseman. Doubled his first time. Top of the zone for a called strike. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Julian Merriweather up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Presley warming up as well. Smith stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hat moving under it. Nabs it. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 5-1.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And here is Michael Conforto. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one hammered back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. So they get 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs 1. Back here at the friendly confines, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that one is inside.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Dives and it gets by. Now he'll turn for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Safely into third with a leadoff triple.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hernandez sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Well, it was a bad read off the bat, but he still managed to make the catch. That could have turned out much worse. Catch saved him a run.
So digging in, Ian Happ struck out looking his first time. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover.
Yeah, and wins that gold glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But, you know, one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same.
Cut on and lifted in the air. That's a base hit. Run scores. The throw in. Not in time. He scores. It's 5-2. Michael Busch digs in now. Grounded out his first time. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Happ leads off first with 1 away. And
That's
ball 1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And a good eye there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Man at first, 1 away. And down on strikes he goes. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Sasaki picks over. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Swings and misses, struck him out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 5-2. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the fifth. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Julian Merriweather.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Mookie digs in here, 1 for 2.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Betts in his 11th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Fastball for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The rare K for Mookie.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. 0 for 2 in this one. That one missed. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the fifth. That misses. 2 balls and a strike. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Outside low, and the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Now with the shift on, hits right into it, and he takes it himself for the out.
Now that's the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
In there at the knees, and that is strike 1. That's hard hit on the line. And foul ball. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly. They're still out in front 5-2. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now it's Miguel Amaya. Sasaki back to work. Off the plate inside, and that's ball one.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Two and one.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Amaya checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Nope, he held back. And that's just foul. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Here's a speed threat, Pete Crow Armstrong. His first at-bat was a strikeout.
Leadoff man on, it's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Up.
In the dirt.
1-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. In there at the knees. Now 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. So the batting order turns over. Now it's going to be Nico Horner. That one's upstairs, ball one. Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off. Up the middle. On to second, they get one. What a double play that was. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Ready. Freeman.
First pitch, not close.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. Tucker should have it. Squeezes it, and there's one down.
The batter, the left fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Inside, just missed. And there's a ball. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, James Outman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the first offering is not close. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the third baseman, John Birdie. That's in there. 0-1. This one popped up. Makes the grab, 1 down.
the right fielder, number 30, Kyle.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
One down, base is empty. This to third. Now a jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hernandez should have this one. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Presley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The batter now will be Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Up and in, ball 1. The Cubs bullpen with some action. A lefty up and throwing out there. Not close with that one, and the count is 2-0. And that's in for a strike. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Lifted in the air, right center field. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Man at first. Now it's the second baseman. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Presley, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Michael Conforto will climb in. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Smith leads off first with one away. Just missed.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
2-0. And that one sliced foul. Out there to center. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. That's out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And it's fouled away. Two outs. And that one fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Betts takes low. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. So the Dodgers leave one, and it remains 5-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
And there's a foul ball.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Action in the pen down there. Blake Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Phillips also getting ready. Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Happ lays off.
Man, he's been really good. About to hit that 100 pitch mark here in the 7th. Man, we'll see how far they're going to ride him, but it's been pretty good so far.
Good eye right there.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, first baseman, Michael.
So up next, Michael Busch. And that's in there at the knees. And that's off the outside edge. And the count is 1-1. The Cubs trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. So now 1-2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Roki Sasaki out of the game. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
Blake Trinan takes over on the mound.
number 49, Blake Trinan.
One gone, runner at first. And now it's Dansby Swanson. And a strike in there.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame. Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Dansby will head back to the dugout after the K. Stepping in, Miguel Amaya. He is struck out and he is walked. That one
ball,
way
no
outside. Ball one. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One strike.
Bush, the runner at first with two gone. Down the middle for a strike. 1-2. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike three. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs 2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 43.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Muncy at the plate now. That's ball one.
Oh.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
Next one misses. Now 3-1. And that is out of play. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
So a man aboard. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal your bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Foul ball.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Got him swinging.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Freeman, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Out to center. Crow Armstrong sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 3. in there, and it's 0-1. On the corner for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
2 outs. And they'll do it again. Comebacker to the mound. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, Boog, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball when it's cold outside, and that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. Could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
First and second, 2 outs. Outman, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
2 on, 2 outs. This one popped up. Bush. And that is that. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Trinan back to work.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. A little bit low. And a count 1-2.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Back to the top of the order. Here's Nico Horner.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And a foul ball. Trinan, 36 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2011. That's in there, and that's strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Crow Armstrong gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And now
ball.
1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch gliding onto the warning track.
Man, I'm telling you, you better have your life insurance policy right. When you challenge the Ivy, there's brick behind that. It's not forgiving at all, but he seemed to be concerned about one thing, and that's making that catch. Nice job.
And up next for Chicago, John Birdie. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The Dodgers leading by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's a strike.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Blake Trinan is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. And first offering is fouled off.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Next pitch is outside. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. Cubs leave 1. They trail at 5-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyson Miller. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Number 49, Tyson Miller.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. Inside, 1-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Colin Ray getting ready to go.
Ball. 2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. This one in the air, right field, and that will drop foul. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it. And that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere and it's not foul.
Here's the second baseman. And that one pulled foul. He goes down looking. And up next for Los Angeles, Michael Conforto. There's the strike at the knees. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And that's a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Got him looking for the kill. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. Back here at Wrigley Field, now it's the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Scott, an all-star a season ago, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So a man at first. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. The Happ Daddy. Right through there for a strike. And that's in for a strike. 0-2 now. Backed off the plate that time. Suzuki on at first. Nobody out. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Okay.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. That's down and in. A slider missed. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. The Dodgers trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. And that drops in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Grounder might be 2. Glove flip for 1. Out. A double play to end it. Sasaki with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final score, 5-2. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.